Let's see if anyone's around this time of day. Where's Coco? Come on, Coco. Okay, you're going to be the co-host, okay? Coco's going to be the co-host. Coco's going to be the co-host. I don't know if anyone's joining us yet. We've got 3 people joining us. So Coco's going to be the co-host, okay? So Coco's going to do Coco's coffee cluck. Coco's coffee cluck. Do you know that saying, Coco's coffee? You know, coffee clutch? You know what coffee clutch is? So, what are you doing? You gotta get used to this. If we're gonna have a coffee cluck, you gotta be ready to perform, right? You got your coffee. Okay, let me get my coffee. Does everyone have their coffee? I don't know if any of you tried this oat milk. Have you tried this oat milk yet? It's really, really good. I got my cookie coffee cup. I got my cookie coffee cup. Do you need a coffee too? You should have a coffee, right? Look at her cute face. Oh, you can't see her cute face. She's just really cute. Anyways, hold on. She wants to show off. Coco, here. What are you doing? Okay, she's showing off for you guys. Okay, so I was gonna try and do a coffee show today. So I thought, you know what, Danita, let's take the day off. I never take the day off. So I started this new routine where I was gonna start exercising. Right? And well, I started exercising. I want to go back into the land of the living, because really all I do is work and take care of pets and clean. I cut out cooking. I wonder if you guys can hear me. Cookie's gotta come. Cookie's part of the coffee cluck. Cookie's part of the coffee cluck. Okay. So anyways, so I was tired of my life just doing the same thing over and over and over again. Like working and cleaning and all that stuff. So I thought, I'm going to take the day off and try to do something different. And I was going to drive Brad to work. And I was going to go to the mall. I was going to go to the mall like normal people. And I was going to go shopping. But I didn't have anything to shop for. But I thought, I'll just go to the food court, right, Coco? The food court, and I was gonna get my favorite Greek food and go to a couple of my favorite stores, and then so I thought, okay, this is my new routine. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna do emails. I'm gonna do my exercise, right? I did my 30 minutes of exercise. I'm gonna come upstairs and get ready, right, Coco? And I'm going to come up with something new. So I decided to do the, I thought, okay, what can I call this? Coffee cluck. Yeah, new clothes and all that. Because I gotta go to Vegas with perfect people, and I just don't feel perfect enough. So, well, it's not like they're perfect. It's just, you know how they always try, you know how they have their nails and their hair and their feet done and their perfect clothes, and I just wear t-shirts, right? I wear t-shirts and sweatshirts and sweatpants, stretchy pants. I don't really do all that perfect stuff. Oh, the hair is perfect, right? You know, when they got the hair cut, you know, the hair is cut like straight, and they have the straightener and all that stuff. And I'm just like, I don't do that. I just like, I don't brush my hair. I don't do it. So anyways, I got to start practicing trying to be like a normal girl. So I thought, okay, today I'm going to take the day off and I'm going to go be normal. I'm going to go to the mall and I'm going to look at stuff like women do. Go to the mall and go into the stores and look at whatever. And so I got up early. I started my routine. I haven't touched the emails because I made you guys a video. And then I did the exercise, right? I came upstairs and I told Brad my plan. I was so excited about my plan. Dressed like we dress in Montreal. Yeah, trophy wives. That's it. That's it. Trophy wives. Anyways, I was so excited. I had a shower. I put some makeup on. And I did my hair. And I told Brad what I was going to do today. And he was excited for me. Because I just get in a rut, right? Well, I'm just like, And so I had this new idea. I was going to do the coffee clock. Right? You guys? Coffee clock. Did you get it? Did you get the coffee clock? Like coffee clutch. And we're going to have coffee together. And talk about current events. I know, just be me, but I'm very, I have like, I have social anxiety disorder, actually, if you didn't know that. So I get really, if I have a couple drinks, I'm the life of the party, right? I can't be the life of the party if I'm sober around a bunch of people. Anyway, so I was getting myself so worked up. So I'm just gonna... So anyways, okay. So I was all ready. I told Brad. Brad was excited for me because he worries about me being stuck at home all the time. And then guess what? He needed the car today. He had a doctor's appointment. So, you know how when you get yourself so jacked up and you have new plans and all that stuff? I'm trying not to look at the comments. I'll go through the comments in a minute. And then I was like bummed. I had such big plans and all that other stuff. So then, Cookie's part of the coffee club. Hi-ho. I should figure out how to hook up my phone so you guys can see what Cookie's doing. So then I felt sorry for myself and cleaned the house and thought, okay, well, you can still do coffee cluck, right? Right, guys? Why do we have social anxiety? I don't know. Why do we have social anxiety? I don't know. I think probably because you're criticized all the time. If you're criticized a lot, then you think everyone's looking at you and judging. You know what I mean? I think that's the problem. If you're criticized a lot. Yeah, I think that would be it. That's probably why. Like if you grew up criticized or whatever. Friends. Did you like coffee cluck? So anyway, so I went and had a nap because that's what I do when I'm when I'm overwhelmed, I went and had a nap, and then I did a brain reset, and I thought, let's try Coffee Cluck now. Perfectionist, yes. I don't know why. Let's see what the comments are saying. Hi, everyone who joined us. You have to get dinner made, Barbara. Seriously. So, and you can see Kiwi better. It looks like Kiwi's on my head. So we have, how many watching? 122. You had your coffee quota. So anyways, I was going to do Coffee Cluck this morning. But then I was feeling sorry for myself, and I had a nap. Coco's good. Oh, we got African parrots. We got a spammer, block user. Are you, see this person, block. These people, what they do is they come on these streams and they try and sell you birds, and they don't really have birds. You're like that. You're like me. So I gotta go and get my hair done because I think I need it soon. You can't tell I have social... You don't really know? Oh my God, it was really bad. Like, I used to be able... I couldn't... Like, there was a time when it was so bad that I couldn't walk into a restaurant. I'd be like, Brad, I can't go out for dinner tonight. Because I couldn't walk in the restaurant. Because I was so insecure. But I'm getting better. I think how it started, I started coming out when did I start coming out? I wanted to make changes in my life. My mom was dying, right? And I wanted to start making changes in my life. I thought, you know what? You know when your parents die and you kind of, that's when you kind of have a sense of mortality, you know, like, oh, your parents are going to be gone. I think that's when it started. So I started taking college courses. So I had to go to the college and take course, and oh my God. So Brad had to practice drive me there. And then the next day I could go, right? Practice driving me there. Practice parking, finding a spot to park, finding the room, and then, so there. So we had to do the practice run. Anyway, so then I started doing college courses, and then I started going to a bar method class where you have to look at yourself in the mirror and do exercises. So I started doing that. And then it just kind of started growing. And then I learned that drinking makes me better. So I was able to go to parties and stuff with Brad. So what's everyone saying here? Oh my God, I had to scroll right down. You hate looking at yourself? I gotta get used to it. Like my sister, she would sit in her car and cry because she had to go around other people. They might look at her, talk to her. Exactly. Oh, use your Kiwi mug? Oh, that's cute. Yes, everyone was 20 years younger. Everyone was 20 years younger. But I stuck it out. I think I did 3 classes, but my problem was I couldn't get my math. I couldn't get my grade 11 math because, well, I just don't get it. Like, I don't know, does anyone have like problems with math? I just couldn't. I had tutors. I went to back to the high school for those classes where they teach you. I had tutors and everything. I just couldn't do it. So I ended up starting my own business and ended up doing that instead. So I kind of grew out of it. You have anxiety with math? Yeah, I remember at my mom's funeral, I was like, I had to get up and talk. Or no, I couldn't. I had, I had really bad anxiety disorder, and I had to go to the funeral, and I was like, oh my God, I can't do this. And my mom's twin said to me, she goes, she used to have it too, my mom's twin. And she said what her grandfather, or what my grandfather, her father, used to say to her was, who says anyone's looking at you anyways? And I thought, yeah, not everyone's just looking at me. So that kind of made sense. Social anxiety is like depression. Yeah. Anyway, so I learned to drink so I could go do stuff out in the real world. I don't know if that's healthy, but it gets me out, right? But I don't, like, I only drink if I have to go to social events. Well, that was good, Kimberly. Yeah, we all have issues, right? Like, the only person who doesn't have issues is Brad. Brad today, he's like, I got my buttons here, so I'm going to try to hide them. But, Brad is the only one who doesn't have issues. Like, he's like, like, I don't know what happened. I don't know. He was, like, born with all the confidence in the world. I think what happened was, like, when they were giving out confidence at the door, like, he got it all. Like, he took everyone's confidence. You know what I mean? And I think that's probably why I liked him, was because he was so confident. It was like, oh, my God. I wish I could be like that. But today I asked, Brad is so funny, because today I asked him, I said, what's the weather supposed to be like today? He picks up his phone and he does this. Hold on, I gotta find my weather app. I said, is it supposed to snow today, Brad? And this is what he goes. Well, 9 o'clock, it's supposed to be 2. At 10 o'clock, it's supposed to be 3. At 11 o'clock, it's supposed to go down to 2. And he proceeds to tell me the whole day. I'm like, okay. You're trying to kill me. Hi, Ho. You're really into the coffee cluck. Cookie's here for the coffee cluck. Oh, I'm sorry, Jane. I think I have a touch of dyslexia. I have everything. I'm one of those people who has everything. You couldn't get it together? Ah, you weren't dumb, Emily. He just was doing you a favor. Yeah, thanks. What's the coffee clutch? Oh, do you know what a coffee clutch is? It's where a social gathering where people get together and drink coffee. And it was supposed to be this morning, but I ended up feeling sorry for myself, so I had an app instead. So I thought I'll just come on now and do a coffee clutch. Clock is clutch. Do you guys get it? Some people just aren't good at math. Some people just aren't good at math. You know what I mean? And I don't think they understood that until in the last 15 years where your brain just doesn't work in certain places. Or can you guys think of anything else? Can you think of anything else? What's another good name for a coffee club with Coco and the birds? I do have the mouse. Do you have any ideas? Maybe not everyone knows what a clutch is. What's going on? Oh, we're missing a bird. We're missing a bird. What's she doing? Hold on, we're missing a bird. This is where Coco hangs out with me. What are you doing? What are you doing, you silly? Oh, you didn't come out. How come you're not out? What's wrong? What's wrong, sweetie? Is it your nap time? That's weird. Sid wouldn't come out. That's weird. Do you hear? Okay, what's everyone saying? Grammar. Birds Breakfast Coffee Club. But I don't have chickens. Maybe I'll get a chicken. Coffee with Coco. I was thinking of that, but then you know what? I have people that'll come and they educate me and they say birds can't have coffee. They try and educate me. I don't know what's going on with. It's not Flash. I think it's this bird is a little more. This mouse is a little more elusive. We call him Freedom. What's that say? Calf and clutch. What's that? Kiwi's better today. She came right out. The feathers came through. Tamara, you gotta do something. You gotta try do something a little bit. A little tiny thing to help. It takes a while, but you gotta do one little thing. Just try. Like I said, the thing about it is no one's judging you too, right? No one's looking at you and judging you, and who cares if. And then I'm like. And then the social media, too, has really helped me because people say stuff all the time to me. And I'm like, it used to upset me a lot. Or, well, not upset me, but like, why are people like that? I don't understand why people are like that. And then I realized that people who say mean things, they're just not happy. And if someone's judging you, it's because they're judging themselves, and I think that's probably why. And you gotta, like if you think, sometimes you think, oh, everyone's looking at you, or what if you screw up? Like, what if you can't find a parking spot, or what if you can't find your car, or what if you say something stupid, or what if, you run out of gas and you won't know what to do, or like there's so many different things run through your head, and they're all pretty irrational. And I'm highlighting your comment, and it's probably making you anxious. But you chat with us, Tamara. You chat, okay? Lots of people have come on here and it's hard for them to chat. See, a lot of people, and I think that's with the internet. Like, I think that's good. The internet's good for people that have that. He does not. Flash doesn't. It's freedom. Flash left the building. We have freedom now. Unless Flash came back. I don't know. That's what my brother would say. He says, how could you not do good math? It's like the easiest course in the world because there's only one answer. Yes, very English. That's right. We're very... Coco Town is very fancy. Coco Town's very British. We have a lot of British fans. That's good, Gail. So, okay, so I listen to YouTube a lot. Wait, let me make sure I got everyone. What's that say? Cookie Tales with Coco? Cookies Tales with Coco's cute. The Juicy Juice Club. Maybe we could have the Juicy Juice Club on Fridays. I can't read this far away, and it says I'm good I'm really good speaking with math. That's what I thought it said. Birdhouse Gossip. This is a blue and gold macaw. She's really cranky. She's getting a lot of new feathers in. She's really cranky. Like a lot pushed through last night. Yeah. The thing about social anxiety is just you can't live the rest of your life like that. That's what I think. People are always like, you say that? And I'm like, what's wrong with that? Because I don't know. I don't know. You said that? And I'm like, yeah? Why? I'm just me. I just have to be me, right? Talk with the twos. The comments are getting funnier. Okay. I said to Brad, maybe I will have, maybe Brad, Brad hates it when I come, Brad. He goes, oh no, what? Because that means I have a new idea. Anyways, I said, Brad, maybe I'll have a martini before I do videos, because then I'll have really good, funny videos, and all my sense of humor will come out. He goes, oh no, Danita, don't do that. That's nice, thank you. You can't physically. Oh my God! When you had to do those. Do you remember in school when you had to do? Everyone had to do like a presentation. Do you remember that? It's just kid. I was just sick, having to do that. Like, dread it, and that's kind of like what I am right now. It's like I gotta go to. I don't mind going to Vegas with Brad and I. Because I can just be myself, but like I have this looming trip. It was supposed to be just him and I, and then he has a lot of fangirls, like I guess fan guys. And if he's doing something, they want to do it too. So they invited themselves along. So now I got that. Yes, I have to wear them. In case Newman screams, because Newman has a really high-pitched noise. Yeah, you gotta be yourself. Yeah, Kim. I think the pandemic really made people comfortable being at home. Like, it took the pressure off them to, like, maybe it took the pressure off them to not be expected to go out every day. Like, when that pandemic, I was like, oh my God, this is the perfect thing. I do not have to leave the house. And then Brad had to do all the house leaving because I was scared I was going to get COVID. So he had to do all the grocery shopping, all the errands, and I just didn't have to leave the house. And I was like, public speaking was the worst for you? You're not annoying everyone. You're entertaining everyone. You know, and the thing about it is when if you're yourself, this is the one thing I've learned. If you are yourself and you don't pretend to be someone else, or you don't pretend to be someone you think you should be, you're going to attract people that are like you. And not everyone's going to like you, right? Not everyone's going to like you. And some people are going to hate you, and some people are going to think you're the best thing since sliced bread. So just be yourself. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And they used to always, and then you could see your turn coming, Naomi. You know, it's like you go around the class and you could see your turn coming, and you're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You just want to stay in the house? Oh, what did I say, Palma? What did I say? Yeah, that's another thing too about my social media. I noticed like people who have channels or whatever, and they complain about other people, or um they are cranky to their followers and mean, or like just B words, or like I think your following are attracted to you because you're a lot like them. So um like Coco Town is amazing because all the people all the people that follow me are like me, or they wish they could, or if they had the things that I have, they could do what I do too, right? Like, how am I explaining that? You're just around people like you guys like me because I know exactly you would do the same thing I would do if you could, right? So, and then, I mean, I don't know. I guess it just left my mind. I just forgot what I was going to say. Anyways, some people I follow the pages and they have really mean followers, and they'll gang up on people and they'll say mean things about people, and all of a sudden say all of a sudden someone says something really mean to me, and I'm like, and I call them out on video and say, oh, you are so mean, you did this, and I looked up your history, and you used to be a criminal, and you got caught for drinking and driving, and blah 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 blah. And then all the followers jump on them and bring out all the dirt on them. This just really happens. And then and those are the people that follow them, right? A bunch of mean people. Yeah. You can have birds. Maybe one day you can have birds, Tina. The lockdown didn't change anything for you? Are you able to go to like the gas station or anything to get something from the drink wall? You know the 7-Elevens and they have all those drinks lined up? Can you do that, Tamara? Can you just go to the gas station and stand in front of all those drinks and go, oh, which one should I have? That might be good practice. Yeah, no mean people. We don't have mean people here. Yeah, but Pam kind of did me a favor. Pam did me a favor. I kind of, after Pam, I was like, you know what, Danita, that isn't like you to live in a mess. And what happens is I put everything else before cleaning the house, right? Like, I could clean the house or I could get 5 orders out. But that was when COVID was on, and COVID, I was super busy. Like, the volume of sales I would never have ever imagined that I would ever do. And I was selling those masks all the time. I was making masks. It was just crazy time. So that's kind of when I let the house go. And I had to, that's what I did. I forgot about Pam. Yeah, you just have to feel like when people are mean, you just got to go, oh boy, they need a hug or whatever. Something bad happened. What clutter? The clutter is actually my to-do list. Did you know that? Who has cluttered to-do lists? I have this table downstairs, and Brad goes, I'm going to clean this table up. And I go, no, don't touch the table, because it's my to-do list. Parakeets are super smart. Did you ever follow Disco? Disco the parakeet? He could talk, and he had a lot of profound things to say. Yeah, some people maybe just can't have them. The noise and stuff. I used to follow Floyd and Barney. Barney's good. I haven't talked to Tim in a while. I gotta message him, see how he's doing. Yeah, don't mess with my system. I just gotta do, it's a to-do list. It's like a to-do list of things you should do, or you want to do, or you need to make time to do. Today I was gonna clean, so I did that. Your budgie thinks he owns the house. Well, that's good. Actually, maybe my next coffee cluck can be with Duncan. No other big birds. Isn't he always on a roll? Make a to-do list. That's what Brad has a problem. He says, I can't do a list. I said, make a list. That's what it looks like, doesn't it? Okay, shop. You have mobility issues too. Yeah. Ellie's looking out the door. Ellie's looking out the window right now. They're waiting for the postman. They still have an hour to wait. Disco was clever. North Carolina. So this is what I've been following on YouTube. Because I thought I'd give you, okay, part of the, what can I talk about with the coffee cluck that people would be interested in? So I listen to YouTube all the time. Let's see. It's getting dark. I listen to YouTube all the time. And I get kind of involved in all this drama. Well, not drama, but different stories or whatever. So I thought I could summarize my stories today. I could summarize my stories. So yeah, I know sometimes I post a video and it's like, I didn't ask for everyone's opinion. I'm like, why are all these comments offers of advice? I didn't ask for advice. Coco's birdie break. Oh, a lot of you guys are online right now. Okay, so Cookie, you're just pooping all over my clean floor. So I'm gonna tell you about this one crazy story I've been following. And it's all in the true crime community. So it's sad. Okay, so there's this young lady, she's about 22, and she wakes up and her 22-month-old baby is missing. She messages the babysitter at 6:30 in the morning and says, "We can't find Quentin." It's from Savannah, Georgia. So if anyone's from Savannah, Georgia, are you following this story? So she can't find Quentin, and the police are all there. The CART team, which is like a team of people that come together and find missing kids, like from all over the states. It's called the CART team, and it's all these people with specialties at all different levels of, I don't know, whatever experience, and they come together and they look for the babies, the missing kids. So they couldn't find him. And they only stayed around for a couple days searching for the baby. And then they made an announcement that the mother is the only suspect and the prime suspect of her missing baby. The mother lost custody of her children. She has 3 kids. She lost custody of the 3 kids a couple of months before, and the grandma was in charge. The grandma had custody of the 3 kids, but they all lived in the house, same house. And the grandma wasn't there. She was out of town working. So she left the kids in the custody left the kids to be babysat by the mom. Bad idea, because obviously there was a reason why her children were taken away from her. Anyway, so the mother of the 3 kids were what are you doing, Cookie? He stepped in poop and now he's trooping it all around. So then these true crime YouTubers decided to descend on the house and complain that the police haven't arrested. The police haven't arrested. Is everyone leaving? Are you guys already leaving? Who's following my story? It's like everyone's leaving all at once. What happened? Or you're all saying goodbye to one person. Okay, anyways. So these true crime YouTubers descend on the house and they set up shop outside the house and they start yelling for this girl, Lilani, to be arrested. Why aren't they arresting this girl who is the main suspect in the murder of her, in the missing child case? The police have all set up at the dump and they're all looking for the baby at the dump because they have video evidence of her throwing something in the garbage at 5:30 in the morning. So now this is where the crazy YouTubers come in. Okay, so you guys aren't all leaving? So all the crazy YouTubers come in and they descend on the house and these are like YouTubers that I follow, like they have big personalities, so so they do crazy stuff or whatever, but they also have a crew of people that hate them. So what they do, if you have a big following, you should always have a hate following too. You have hate channels that will clip your videos, and every time you say something stupid, they put it on their channel, or they stream you and criticize you. Like, it's really, 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 really nasty. And so their hate channels, we're streaming them at Quentin's house, protesting. So the hate channels sent a hate mob to Quentin's house too. So the hate mob was heckling the protesters. So the hate crew was heckling the protesters, and they were sent to agitate the protesters, which were the true crime channels, which is Dolly Vision, Molly Go Lightly, and Bullhorn Betty. And the agitators came, and what they were doing was trying to agitate them by doing things like, Molly's mother has cancer, so like they're saying things like, I hope your mom dies, or like really mean stuff. Hold on, Cookie wants to. Okay. You go in. Hi. He says hi. He goes in. He goes into the room and says hi. He goes into the room and says hi. So anyway, so then the agitators come, and then the agitators, one agitator dressed up like a clown, and the other agitator had a bullhorn, and then the other, and you can tell that the agitators have a history of drug abuse because of the way they walk or their teeth or whatever. So it wasn't like the cream of the crop going there to bother. It wasn't like the cream of the crop going there to bother the protesters. So, okay, right? So now they have, there's this confrontation in front of this house, Quentin's house. And so Dolly Vision, which is a guy, he's a true crime guy. He's kind of funny. I don't agree with everything he does, but he's very entertaining. And he got really mad because the agitator with the bullhorn went up to a lady that was with them, and she started yelling in the lady's face, and then Dolly Vision got really mad, and he grabbed the bullhorn, right? And it was everything that the agitator wanted. They wanted the protesters to get in trouble. So what happens? Dolly Vision is arrested on live, right? He's arrested on live and taken to jail for assault. But he didn't touch the lady, but I guess because he grabbed the bullhorn, that was whatever. So now they say the police in Savannah are corrupt because they lied and said that they saw him hit the lady, which is not true. Like, it's totally made up. And whatever. So now they're protesting the police and calling out the police and digging up all this background information on the police in Savannah, Georgia. The police chief and all that stuff. So, like, they arrested Dolly Vision, and So Dolly Vision was transferred to the sheriff's department. He's in jail. And then all these YouTubers show up at the jail and they start yelling at the sheriff's department to get Dolly out of jail because Dolly didn't do anything. And he renamed his channel Dolly Vision because he loved his mom, and his mom's favorite person was Dolly Parton. So that's why. Anyways, he's kind of sentimental. Anyway, so now they're outside the police station, and Dolly is actually moved to the front of the line, and he is released. And they didn't even set a court date. So now, so that's the Quentin Simon case. Oh, and they sent a clown. They sent a clown. Marsha, they sent, the agitators sent a clown in front of the missing kids' place, which was, so now one of the agitators has a channel. So what she did, she had a big sign made up with her YouTube channel, and she's friends with the grandma. She became friends with the grandma. And now the grandma's posted this big thing in front of her house saying this lady's name, the agitator's name. And this agitator is really kind of a bad one. She was arrested for animal abuse and crimes against animals. So she's not perfect. Like, she's far from perfect. Plus, now her name is out in front of Quentin Simon's house. And it looks really bad because they don't even have anything for the missing baby. Right? They don't even have anything for the missing baby. They took the memorial down, and it just blows my mind. So now the YouTubers are going to go back. They're not going to say when they go back. And Exactly. It's because the agitators are streaming the YouTubers, right? And they're all collecting money from all this. I don't know what to say. You guys on the case with Coco? Yeah, that would be funny. So that's where we are today. And today, like, Bullhorn Betty, I'm gonna give her a shout out because she is like this woman. I would love to be like her. I guess she's like 4'2", but she was in front of Brian Laundrie's house. Do you guys remember when Brian Laundrie's parents were hiding the fact that Brian took off and all that? She was one of those people, and Molly Golightly, they were in front of the Laundrie's house, and so that's kind of how they got their name. So anyways, that is what's going on, and now they're gonna go back, and Dolly Vision's raising money for a trailer to bring along with him so he can have his command center in front of these houses. And Bullhorn Betty is going to go back with the lawyer. Oh, I forgot to tell you. They haven't found the baby. That's a sad, like, the baby's lost in the story. It's really, really sad. Like, the baby would go to the babysitter's and he'd have bruises all over his face. And she lost the kids for a reason. Anyways, so now Bullhorn Betty is going to go back. But she's got a lawyer because she know. Oh, this is what they. So the police, what they did is they put a sign on each side of baby Quentin's house that says no loitering. So they can't stand in front of baby Quentin's house. So the problem is, why are the police protecting the baby, the mom, and the grandma, when they're the ones that were responsible for the missing child that they're looking for in the dump? But the police put up this things, no loitering, just in front of that house so that the YouTubers can't go back. Like, how crazy is that? How crazy is that? They're more focused on on the people protesting in front of the people that were responsible for that baby. And they actually have, I think they have video, they must have something that shows that the mom put the baby in the dumpster, because there's like a team of people out in the dump siphoning through all the trash looking for the baby. So I can understand people's frustration. Like, why throw someone in jail for grabbing a bullhorn, right? But not, is there anyone from Savannah here is following this story? Yeah, they're in the landfill looking for Quentin. And there's like tons of people. So, so that's what I've been following for the last 2 or 3 days. And also Adventures with Purpose, the story. Like, okay, what's your opinion? What's your opinion on the baby thing? Do you think the YouTubers should be out protesting? And wondering why the mom isn't in jail? Oh, and there's video of the mom and the grandma. Was it 3 days? 3 days after the baby went missing, they went to a bar and they were partying at a bar, drinking tequila, trying to pick up guys, all that stuff. Like, what do you guys think? Thanks, Kim. Thank you. So what do you guys think about the whole situation? Do you think that the YouTubers should be out there? And every time they're out there, all the cars drive by and honk because they got signs saying, you know, that Lalani, her name is Lalani, and she should be in jail. Protesting isn't getting results, but it's getting the word out that there's not enough. But why would they name her as the prime suspect and the only suspect? Have you heard that Casey Anthony is now doing a special? The dad's, oh, baby Quentin's dad. Baby Quentin's dad's mom died 2 weeks before the baby went missing. Then his grandfather died suddenly, and then his dad was killed in an accident. He lost 3 people in that 2 week span. Quentin, his mom, and his dad. Yeah, that's a good point. Coco's pulling out clipping all her feathers. Maybe. Yeah, Adventures with Purpose. Oh my God, that was terrible. Today. Okay, let's finish this and then see what you guys say. And then we'll talk about Adventures with Purpose. So, you guys mostly think that Ziggy's okay. Ziggy's okay now. She was just going through, like, grief. She's trying to get back into the swing of things now. She's part of the Summer Wells community, which is that other missing girl. So I guess most of you think that they shouldn't be out protesting. She does need a button. Okay, so let's talk about Adventures with Purpose now. Hold on, let me get her buttons. So Adventures with Purpose. Yeah, you guys need a break? Oh my God. What's that one called, Charlene? Charlene? What story is that? You think it's good? Kiwi's better. Yeah, do the processing on the channels. That's how they got him? Oh, they tapped his room. Yeah. I think they're kind of doing their own vigilante justice. Bill Potts. Okay, so now, get on with Adventures with Purpose. So if you don't know, Adventures with Purpose is a YouTube channel, and they are at 3 million followers now. So, okay, so this is what happened. So they were kind of boosted into this big fame because they found Kylie Rodney, and it kind of, I think their channel was like at 1.2 million, and all of a sudden they got up to 3 million over finding Kylie Rodney. A lot of people didn't really like them. Some people didn't really like them because what they do is they find cars and they video the family's reaction to the people that they find in the water, because people are missing, and what they do is they look for missing people by looking for waterways by where they may have gone, and if they went off the road, they went in the water. So they bring answers to families that have missing people. So that's their gig, and they got really popular when they found Kylie Rodney, who is the missing girl in Truckee, Colorado? No. Truckee. I don't know. Someone knows. Okay, so now Adventures with Purpose are famous. They're making a lot of money. Like, they'll post videos and say, "Oh, we need our bus broke down. We need money to fix our bus, whatever." And they're selling merch, and it's obvious like they're doing pretty good financially, like that YouTube channel, because I think they have a few people on paychecks or whatever, and a lot of people are just volunteers, and in exchange for volunteering they get their channel shared and they get their own followers. So okay, cool. So it came out, so Jared is the one, he owns the channel, Jared. So it came out that he was really a bad guy to his female family members, and I think you guys know what that means. I think he was 16 or 17, and he did something terrible to his little cousin, who was 10. So that started coming out, and what are you looking for, the perfect one? You're trying to put one in my coffee. So now all the people, yesterday, all the team resigned from his organization. He's going to court at the end of the month. Face charges. Apparently he did it to the sister too. So the sister is, look at Coco's cute face. Sister's involved and the niece, the cousin. What are you doing? I can't concentrate. So anyway, so that channel crashed and burned, pretty much, all in 2 days. It crashed and burned. They had sponsors. They had revenue from ads. All the team left the organization, and now people are wondering if YouTube's going to pull the channel or what they're going to do. So, okay, so that happened, and then, and the niece or the cousin doesn't want any money or anything. Like, they pretty much got him admitting that he did something in email. They caught him admitting state of Utah is going to charge him, and that's that. So now all the people resigned from the team because they don't want any part of it. And then today, his sister, that also accused him of the same, started a GoFundMe, and she wants to raise $1 million. For her legal team. So that was really, really, really bad. And so she had to come out with a statement saying, sorry, this wasn't for her cousin. This was for her. Her cousin is the one who they're charging. Or it's because of her cousin. So the sister is kind of for trying to raise $1 million. It kind of is like she's kind of taking advantage of the situation. So that was really bad. That was today's. It does. So that's the story. She's right in the bowl. Look. A bowl of cocoa buttons. The cousin said she doesn't want the money. She's not doing anything for the money. So the sister had to say something. But the sister should not have done that. Because now people are like, oh. She wants some of my coffee. She is. There's no black buttons in there. She has no favorite color today. She's just throwing stuff around. Do you guys remember when she would play in the walnut bucket? Do you guys remember when she'd play in the walnut tin? And she would rustle around in the walnuts, and then she'd eat them. And then she went to the doctor, and her blood work was off. And the notes the doctor wrote is she's eating a lot of walnuts. And so she got in trouble. We all got in trouble for giving her walnuts. I got in trouble, and you got in trouble for too many walnuts. Watch my YouTube? No. Does he watch my videos? No. Sometimes they'll come up on his feed. He looks for stuff that say nice things about him. But he doesn't follow the YouTube stuff. He's too busy. Look at her. This would be a cute video. Coco is going to town. Look at her. She's got her little legs in there. I wish you guys could see it. It's cute. Let's video her. So fun. Sid's sleeping. She doesn't want to come out. How come you don't want to come out, sweetie pie? Huh? That's cute. Okay, what are you guys saying? I don't really do training. I do training for the girls. I did training for the girls only because they need training. We need to be able to control them. What are you doing? You're trying to steal the show. Oh, the haunted hotel, yeah. I don't know. Anthony's going to see if he can get us a deal at a different hotel. We have to go to the first night at the haunted hotel. Because we paid for the first night. How many buttons? Well, there was probably not many left in there. Oh, thank you. I was trying to have you missed the beginning. I was trying to have a normal person day. I was trying to be a normal person. I was going to get ready and go to the mall and go to the store and look in stores like normal people. And so I got all ready. I exercised, trying to change my life around. And it ended abruptly when Brad said he needed the car to go to the doctor. So I'm going to try tomorrow. I know the haunted house. I don't know what we're going to do. Jensen knew right away. Well, she said, is that the haunted house? And I didn't answer. I just ignored the question because it sounded like she didn't know for sure. And then Brad confirmed it was the haunted house. So I don't know. I'm not glowing. It's the warm ring light. Yeah, this would be a cute show. This would be advertising for Coffee Cluck. The Coffee Cluck. You settled on that one? All these buttons she threw and she picked that one. She does look like a statue. The haunted house. The haunted house. Brad, when Jensa was little, we took her to Key West and we stayed in the Crown Plaza Hotel, which is the most hauntedest hotel in Key West. And Key West is famous for its ghost stories and their ghost tours. So we didn't know that it was the hauntedest place. And we were, all three of us were petrified in this hotel. Like petrified. Like I can still feel the fear. And we found out it was haunted after we did the ghost tour, and we knew something wasn't right. Anyways, so now Brad and I are taking Jensa and Lennon and Josh to Key West with us in February. So we were looking at the hotel that we normally stay at, and the rates have gone up $1,200 a night. $1,200 a night, and we'd have to get 2 rooms. There's absolutely no way we could afford that. So we found the cheapest hotel, which was the Crown Plaza. And, I mean, that's all we had. We had no choice. So we had to book rooms there. So now Jensa found out that that's where we're staying. So she's like, she's excited, but now she knows it's haunted. Grand Marnie tragedy. That's funny. You have to tell your wedding story. We couldn't leave. Well, we're going on the cruise. You know how you know how that we go on that rock cruise? No butts in the face. You know how we go on the rock cruise every year? We go on this classic rock cruise, and normally we go after the cruise, but this time we're going before because all the hotels are booked. Normally we have points, and Brad has hotel points and I have travel points, and that's how we do it. But because we're bringing Jensa and Josh, and then Brad says, oh, we can't really afford to bring Jensa and Josh. I said, I don't care. I don't care. I want to bring Jensa and Josh. I want to do family vacations. Because you only live once, right? And Lennon's only a baby once, so that's what we kind of got. And then Jensa's like, oh, we don't have to go. No, we're going. I'm going to make it happen. You love hunted? Okay, Coco, no butt in my face. Yeah, you only get one life, and I don't care if it puts us in the hole or whatever. We're already that way. We already lived that way, so what difference does it make? Right? Yeah. Brad keeps trying to get out of it. I said, okay, so you're gonna say, so okay, so say we say no, we can't bring them. Now what? Are you gonna feel better? No. You're gonna feel like, oh, you're just gonna feel a little bit of financial relief, but that's about it. So. Well, that sounds like fun. Samoa is August. Yeah, you only got one life, right? And it's like, you gotta. Like, I'm not gonna go, when I'm dying, I'm not gonna sit there going, oh boy, I wish I never spent that money. That's the last thing I'll be thinking about. I'll be thinking about the fun I had. Whoa, Coco! Maybe he'll take you on a cruise. Yeah. I mean, she's not gonna, like, we just pay for the hotel and the flights. And, like, if we all go out for dinner, of course, we're gonna have to pay for that. But we invited them, Brad said, so we have to pay. So I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. Well, don't ask your dad for 10 pounds. I never asked my parents for anything. Oh, the Key West is beautiful. If you haven't gone to Key West, you gotta go there. It's like the town I was meant to be in. I love it there. The food is delicious. The weather is perfect. The bars are fun. Thank you, Christine. I'm trying to put myself in front of the camera. This is the Coco's Coffee Club. You guys, so you can see her. My mom would have loved Key West because all the chickens that walk around. Yeah. It's hard to travel with the teenagers and the young adults, though, because they're kind of mopey still. A friendly pastor ghost? Then you have... She was so mad. Cocoa Button Clutch. The Cocoa Button Coffee Clutch. I have my cookie cup. Look at Coco. You know what? She's looking at herself in the video. You get your root canal, Charlene. You get it. They're not as bad as they sound. I think you probably forgave her. Well, she was smart. It's a waste of money to spend it on a wedding. Yeah, I love it there. I don't think we went last year. Did we not go? Oh, it was because there were still masks. And I don't think we had... No, it's not bad. I had a really bad one because it was all infected. But if you need a root canal, you got to get it. Otherwise, you're going to lose your tooth. We drive down. Rude. Sid's chewing the baseboards. I think she does it on purpose. I think she does it on purpose. Coco on my shoulder. Let's see what Coco thinks. She's going to be so mad. She's going to be so mad. I'm not big on birds on my shoulder. We usually go to Fort Lauderdale and then we drive down. Yes. Yes, he did. And you go into the gift shops down there and they sell those coins. So tomorrow I'm going to have the day where I'm going to be like a normal person. I'm going to go. I'm going to get up. I'm going to get ready. Do my exercise. See, I haven't stood much today because I took the day off. I've only stood for 7 hours today. Why did you leave Florida? Yeah, that's root canals aren't that. I used to think Brad and I, well, that was part of the deal, is we were gonna go set up our RV down there for a month when we retire every year. And well, you know how that went. I was looking on this thing, cheap real estate in Florida, and I'm like, so I was looking at it, I'm like, so anyways, like, so there's these homes that are like $30,000, and then there's the inside of them, and I'm like, oh my God. Like, you can tell that hoarders lived in there, and they're disgustingly filthy. Then I started doing one of those Google streets where you walk down the street, and I'm like, oh, look at that area. Oh my God. So I don't think all of Florida is beautiful. Okay, everyone's jealous of Sid. Sid. Sorry, Sid. Sid comes out at night. Are you happy now, Coco? You should see the floor. It's covered in buttons. Florida has high taxes? I thought they wouldn't because of all the tourism. Yeah, the weather, right? I heard about that. I haven't been to the conservatory yet. I kind of want to just be... I can't take animals sometimes. I feel bad for them. I don't like the animals that I have control over. You know what I mean? The insurance is as much as the house insurance in Key West apparently is crazy. Coco, you look amazing! Look! You look amazing! You see all the feathers she snipped. Jupiter? I was like, have you ever done one of those walk down the street Google Maps in a bad area? You're like going, oh my God. Like, I I'm like, oh, I am so lucky. But you can get RV spots down there in Key West. It's like $150 a night still. You seen the weather in Florida from Dexter? Oh, there's no state income tax. Okay. Well, that makes a big difference. State income tax. Like, that's big. So you would only pay federal tax. Yeah, every place has bad areas. 100%. You should see our bad area. It's a bad place where they do drugs. Yeah, I was wondering what you're talking about. Yeah, for an RV spot. I think Oregon is expensive. That's where Adventures of Purpose is from, Tamara. That's kind of what's for sale on that cheaphousesflorida.com. You missed that. What? I missed it too. Canada's taxes are high. You pay tax on your house. You pay tax on everything you eat. You pay tax on alcohol. You pay tax on groceries. Then you pay tax on everything you buy. Then you pay provincial tax on the money you earn. You pay gas tax. You pay gas tax is high. Liquor tax is super high. Then you pay federal tax. I mean, all in all, if your taxes, I think it's like 30 to 40% of what you make. I've heard of the Panhandle. I've looked at the Panhandle. It's beautiful. That's totally what's happening here. Like now, Janie, they don't even, the last mayor said it was okay to set up tents anywhere you want. So the streets are lined with tents. The streets. Like the walkways. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. $30,000 places. I was looking at them. I'm like, "Mm." And then I was walking around the neighborhood with their Google Maps, and I was like, ugh. But, Lori, we have health care that's covered, so that's why our taxes are so high. Tents everywhere. They took over they take over parks and their tents, and they make these tent cities and parks, and after they get all the tenters out of the park after a few months through all the laws and all that stuff, They have to renovate the park, and it costs the city millions and millions of dollars. Canada's really clean compared to some places you drive down. I'm like, oh yeah, easy, easy, easy. That's what it's like in Vancouver. You can't get an apartment under $2,000 in Vancouver. I don't really like that. I like hotels. %30 income. They should provide, but there's so many. It's like, I mean, you just can't. Like, where's the money coming from? You know what I mean? Like, there's just, like, we're already taxed to death. You know what I mean? There's only so much money to go around, and developers, they develop in the what they develop in the city, they have to develop. A portion of that development has to go back to affordable housing. There's a lot of co-ops. There's a lot of SROs, but those people don't want to live in a lot of people don't want to live in an SRO, single room occupancy, because they're dirty. Or they don't want to be around the neighbors, or they can't have their pets, or they just don't want to conform. So they have these tent cities too. They live in tents. There's over down here where Brad and the girls walk, there is like a little tent city down there. Yeah, nursing for sure. Doctors, nurses, we need doctors and nurses. Vets, we need vets, exotic vets too. There's theft. There's, I mean, it's just a huge problem, systematic problem. But like, I can only pay so much tax. You know what I mean? Before I'm gonna be living on the street. Like I can't, like we can't give away half our money. like, like there's and we have all these food banks everywhere with free healthcare. They can go to a healthcare center. Like there's probably a mental health care center within every 15 blocks here. So if you have mental health trouble, you can walk into the clinic, you can get what you need, you can get an appointment, you can be taken on by a mental health team, which includes a nurse, a psychiatrist, a social worker, and all that. And they're maxed. And if you steal to get food, or you break into a store and you steal the address to sell on Craigslist or whatever, you don't go to jail. You go to community court, and community court is supposed to help you find a place or help you get money. It's just like, it's not working. It's not working. Nothing's working. Our city's turned to crime really, really bad. Our city, we used to live downtown. Brad and I, and Jensa was okay to walk to school. It was really safe. Really safe. And now I go downtown, I'm like, I'm not walking downtown by myself. I'm not. Because what they do is we had one bad area, And what they've done is they decide to, instead of having all the people that don't have much, or the crime and the drug addicts, instead of having them in one bad area, they start pushing them out. So they set up different housing situations all around the city. So those people are still committing those crimes, but now they're committing the crimes like in places where there wasn't crime before. Like, people, you can walk into a store here, walk right in, grab like a bunch of clothes and walk out and walk down the street. Like, the store clerks aren't going to stop you, because what's the point of getting stabbed? Right? What happened here, there was, if you're British, I remember the British did an experiment where they started rehabbing all the people in those mental health institutions and having them move out into the community, and it was called psychosocial rehabilitation. And what they do is they move them into the community, into these houses, and the staff were supposed to teach them living skills, right? We adapted that here in Vancouver. They built all these beautiful houses around the city. I worked at one of them. And they closed down the mental hospital and moved all the people in the mental hospital that lived in the mental hospital, because they had houses on the grounds, right? It was kind of like they had their own little houses around the grounds, and it wasn't like they were hospitalized, but they were sort of. So then they moved them all out and put them in these houses all around Vancouver and staffed them. I was staff at one of them. And but these were people were institutionalized. These are people that were on those heavy drugs, like from 40 years ago, those psych drugs from 40 years ago, which were basically fried their brain, and they pretty much couldn't really be rehabbed. They couldn't move to their own place. Like, they just couldn't. Like, you know, this one guy, Albert, I mean, his job around the house was to wipe the table after dinner. And every single meal, I had to train him how to wipe the table. He just wasn't all there. Like, there's no way he could live in his own place. So that didn't really work. Not a lot of people ended up moving out of those houses, right? They stayed in those houses. And so then those houses became packed, and you couldn't get into a house anymore. So all those people started living on the street. Then that generation kind of died off, and all those houses turned into dual diagnosis places, where it was, now we're dealing with people with drug addiction and mental health issues that came from the drug addiction. So then those houses kind of became kind of dangerous, and there's still no room, and now most people live on the street. So that's the story. Yeah, but sometimes there's just not enough money, Carrie. Oh, back to the Adventures with Purpose. What I found out today, which Adventures with Purpose, the guy was saying that he needed money all the time, and he just bought. He was making between $300,000 to $500,000 a month on his YouTube channel. And he wasn't paying anyone anything. And he was telling everyone that they need money for the bus, they need money for this, and they need money. But his income was that high. Oh, who's that? Me? I'm not judging anyone. if that's who you're talking to. Yeah, the rents are really, really high. Really, really high. Yeah, you can't really. I'm surprised I talked about it because a lot of people don't like it when you talk about that stuff. Yeah, you didn't know that? Like, he's not a good guy. He's not a good guy. Exactly. That's why I save stuff, Teresa. I save stuff because I'm always afraid one day I'm gonna lose it all. Like, I save things that I could sell instead of like selling it at the time or whatever. I keep it like as a like I keep stuff here and there just in case I have to sell something because I don't have enough money for whatever. Jared is from Adventures with Purpose. Where are you going? Yeah, this was spontaneous. I am. No, I'm trying to turn over a new leaf, condo. Oh yeah, totally. We're paycheck to paycheck and we're like, well, that's fun, Lisa. Well, enjoy yourself. Hope they serve snacks. No, no big changes. I just thought I'd do a coffee cluck. I was going to do a coffee cluck today and talk about current events, but then I, I felt sorry for myself and had a nap. Yeah, you can't afford to buy a house in Vancouver. He was caught, and he's making a killing, Lucy. It's not a new leaf. It's a new leaf for me. Oh my God! If something happened to Brad, I would. There would be like I'd be selling everything, wouldn't I? I'd have to sell everything. He's the breadwinner. Yes, I will. Let me see if anything's happened since. Oh, Bluebird just messaged me. That's nice. Thank you, Bluebird. I'll send you a link. Let's see what's happened today. It's very fluid, this online stuff. No, today's all about the Delphi stuff. Yeah, today is all about Delphi. Yesterday was about Adventures with Purpose. Today's mostly Delphi. Oh, if you want to know, Sam, the Adventure Man, he's live right now, and he's talking about he used to work with Adventures with Purpose. Thank you. Thank you, Condo. I'm sure I got stars too, and I haven't seen them. I'll go back and look at them. Thank you, guys. Oh, yeah. And the Summer Wells case, that's crazy too, because the sheriff there, his son was accused, was in jail for the Summer Wells case. They still haven't charged the parents for that. And he was his son's in for, you know what, assault and 3 counts of assault, and he's already out of jail. And then they're going to start talking about Casey Anthony again, because Casey Anthony has a new special coming out. So these are the people I follow. If you're into all this crime stuff. I follow Ziggy for the Summer Wells case. Web Sleuths, Bullhorn Betty, Molly Golightly, Chronicles of Olivia. So, Zav Girl sometimes too. She's tedious. You just Googled what? Okay, what are we doing here? That's your ticket to the coffee club? You got to watch it from the beginning. I've been on here a long time. Oh no, only an hour. Seems like I've been a long time. Yes, you like Sam, he's humble? Yeah, he's live right now. Ventures with Purpose is a YouTube channel that's making hundreds of thousands of dollars every month looking for missing people that may have gone off the road in the car. And the new thing with Adventures with Purpose is the owner of that channel is going to court at the end of the month for you know what with a child. So he's just lost everything. Oh, you Googled it? Yeah. Probably. He was afraid. Oh, yeah, I follow her too. She's funny. She's cute, isn't she? Oh my God, really? Yeah, it's a variety show, Jennifer, right? It's a variety show. And the reason we have a different view today is because I'm turning over a new leaf because the leaves are falling, as Condo would say. You pulled the support 5 months ago. The mailman came. Okay, girls. Okay, okay. Okay. They've been waiting all day for that. Yep. We're all ADHD. Hey! Hey! Enough! That's enough. He's come and gone now, okay? You guys can quit waiting. They even wait on Saturdays and Sundays. It drives Brad crazy. Izzy, Ellie! Ellie! Come back. No. Go lay down. Ellie, come on. No. Go lay down. Here, sit. She's going, no, no. Let me see if he closed the gate. I want to catch who doesn't close the gate. No. He closed the gate. Brad said maybe it's just the wind that opens the gate, and that's why. So I was getting kind of mad that he wasn't closing the gate. Okay, everyone, I think I'm going to go. I got to go check my Facebook and see. Thank you, everyone who was part of the first coffee cluck. Part of the first coffee cluck. I'm going to try and do the coffee cluck in the morning. And I'm going to give you a rundown. Look at Coco. Coco's coffee cluck. No, you can't drink it. You're the only one who doesn't get coffee. Did you hear Sid? She just said, drink, please. She wants to sit on my lap. I don't normally sit down because that's when the birds want to sit on my lap. Yeah, I'm going to go shopping tomorrow, everybody. I'm going to go to the mall. I'm going to be like a normal person. I'm going to go into like 2 stores. Maybe I'll go into 4. I want to see what cute stuff they have in one of those small dollar stores with all the glittery stuff. See if I can find anything for Hallowishmas. We'll be back again. I'm going to look for Hallowishmas stuff. No. Oh, there you are. Okay, everyone. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out, my life. I'll figure my life out. No, I slid it by accident. I slid it by accident. Thanks for chatting, you guys. Thanks for listening, and thank you, Philip. Thank you so much. I don't know if you guys can watch from the beginning. If you missed it. I've been going since 2:30. So I don't know if you guys want to. Oh, Kimber's here. Like the 4 o'clock people are showing up now. You enjoyed the stories? Yeah, I'm going to figure my life out. Yeah. Replay what you missed. Because it's so much exciting stuff. Okay, everyone. Have a good night. And I don't know what I'm going to do now. Because this is normally the time that I do these. Because today I took the day off. So I've already cleaned. Good night, everybody. Good night.